Every year, a staggering $800 billion flows through the global humanitarian aid sector. To put that in perspective, that is roughly the GDP of Switzerland, mobilized annually to solve the world's most critical crises. The vast majority of this capital isn't coming from spare change dropped in a donation bucket. It is driven by massive corporate ESG initiatives and well-meaning global governments allocating multi-billion-dollar national budgets. This graphic illustrates the total $800 billion input, but look at what happens at the point of distribution. $320 billion, a full 40% of all global aid, vanishes into a black box before it ever reaches a single person in need. That missing 40% doesn't disappear into thin air. It bleeds out through legacy banking friction, excessive administrative overhead, and supply chains that are completely opaque to the original donor. When dollars disappear into a void, the crucial bridge of trust between the people writing the checks and the beneficiaries on the ground collapses. We are seeing the result of this right now. It's called donor fatigue. Institutions and individuals are pulling back their funding because they cannot verify their impact, leaving legitimate organizations starved for the resources they desperately need to operate. The legacy financial infrastructure moving our global aid is actively suffocating the causes it claims to serve. It is an outdated, broken model. HumaTek replaces the black box with an end-to-end transaction layer, building a system where the flow of aid is visible to everyone involved. The engine powering this is HumaDash. It is an enterprise-grade software platform designed to track every single dollar deployed. This side-by-side timeline shows the stark difference in settlement velocity. Traditional bank wires take up to 5 days to clear international borders. HumaDash uses blockchain infrastructure to settle international funds in 3 seconds, bypassing expensive intermediaries entirely. Look closely at this platform specification sheet. The system is built with tools designed specifically for massive global operations. It includes artificial intelligence models that detect financial anomalies in real time, and built-in modules that automate complex compliance requirements like GDPR, SEC, and anti-money laundering laws. Because every transaction is recorded on an immutable public ledger, the data cannot be altered or erased. A donor can trace their contribution from the origin wallet directly to the endpoint. Corporate ESG programs and institutional donors are no longer asked to hand over millions on blind faith. They have undeniable cryptographic proof of their real-world impact. But raw blockchain data alone does not inspire people to act. For the system to thrive, that verified data has to be accessible and humanized. That is where HumaClub comes in. It is a dedicated social impact network built specifically for the humanitarian community, translating complex transaction data into real stories of impact. We are moving past the era of waiting 18 months for a vague annual report. HumaClub gives donors a direct, real-time window into an organization's daily operations and milestones. When people can see exactly how their money is being used as it happens, skepticism vanishes. This continuous proof creates a powerful feedback loop, encouraging repeat donations and scaling the NGO's funding capacity. For an NGO, this level of verification provides a distinct advantage. It moves transparency from the back office to the center of their fundraising strategy, proving their efficiency to every potential donor. The HumaTek ecosystem is far beyond a theoretical concept or a speculative white paper. This infrastructure is fully operational right now, actively tracking real-world assets. Domestically, the platform has already successfully tracked the funding and delivery of over 3,000 meals to individuals in need across the city of Tampa, entirely on the blockchain. Internationally, it managed the frictionless, verified delivery of laptops to children in rural Colombia, proving the system scales to reach the global last mile. These successful deployments in Tampa and rural Colombia provide a blueprint for a larger transition. Major donors and ESG programs are beginning to prioritize organizations that can provide this specific type of real-time clarity. Organizations that refuse to provide real-time cryptographic proof of their work will inevitably watch their funding migrate to the innovators who do. The tools to rebuild global trust are here. We invite government officials, nonprofit leaders, and impact investors to step out of the shadows, invest in transparency, lead tomorrow's standard of giving, and build the future of aid with us at HumaTek.io.